You bought a dinosaur? Todd Graves is the only one that got a dinosaur.
Every single time. Hey.
So much love.
It sounds funny, but I think God made me good at chicken fingers to help people. And that's what drives me.
Man, that's amazing, dog. Big drive energy, baby. You see it. We here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Raising Cane's. It's all about one love because we hanging out with the CEO, Todd Graves. We taking a ride right here in the old school Cadillac DeVille, baby. Let's get it. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, baby. I love it. About to go meet my man Todd. Let's get it. There he is.
Hey, Nick.
Now you behind the cash register, you do it all. I heard you was a fry cook too. You get it in, huh?
The whole bit, man.
The whole bit.
Any job in this restaurant, I do it.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're about to take a ride, man. I can't wait to chop it up and talk about this amazing empire you built with Raising Cane's.
Chicken finger empire.
There it is, man. Let's roll. Wow, man. So, before we get in the old school ride, I don't think I've ever actually been inside a food truck, let alone a Raising Cane's custom food truck. This is awesome, man. You drive this too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this is where the magic happens. Hello, everyone. How you doing? It smells delicious.
This is a Raising Cane's on wheels, man. We can take this anywhere across the country. Been real popular. You know, we got almost 900 locations,
right?
But we don't have restaurants in a lot of communities, so I can take it to them.
Man, such an awesome ride. But you know, it's all about the wheels and big drive. So, you want to go get in the caddy?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right. I'll take you know, a couple pieces of the bread and all the chicken fingers I can eat.
All you want.
Yeah. My first food truck experience, I was fired, but we came to see the OG. You gotta tell me about this.
Well, this is my 1967 Cadillac Eldorado, Raising Cane's Red.
This ain't your average CEO whip. This right here is American luxury. Todd's 1967 Cadillac Eldorado. That long body front wheel drive legend. First of its kind. Sleek lines and a grille that lets you know it's born to own the road. And in that Raising Cane's Red, the shine is saucy. Back in the day, if you saw one of these roll by, you knew somebody was doing something right. And my brother Todd keeps it classic for a reason. This caddy is all about timeless quality, clean execution, and a whole lot of sauce.
Look at the rims on that thing.
Now, today's guest went from frying chicken fingers in a college town to serving up over 900 locations worldwide. My brother built a billion-dollar chicken finger empire off one menu item. I'm talking about none other than the founder, the CEO, the sauce-slinging, culture-creating legend, Todd Graves. Born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Todd had a vision, one love, chicken fingers done right. Now he's got athletes, artists, even Snoop Dogg shouting out Cane's. So buckle up. We got chicken in the back seat, stories in the front, and a CEO at the wheel. Let's ride out with Todd Graves right here on Big Drive. So born and raised in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, actually I was born in New Orleans.
Okay.
And my family moved to Baton Rouge when I was younger, which was a great place to grow up.
Right.
So it's a good town, man. Like nice college town. We got Southern University.
Yeah, we hanging out. We going to the
LSU.
game.
Yeah, we're going to LSU game today. It's game day, man. Came on a good day. I told you I want to take you to the game.
I love it, man.
Glad it worked out.
Thank you for all the hospitality and Southern charm.
Yeah, man. Got to show you a little Cajun country down here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, I got to ask the story because I told you before, like my kid's favorite restaurant is Raising Cane's. Like we're there every day practically. How did you come up with this concept? It's such a brilliant concept. It's simple, but people in there, I think it feels like you just feel good. The one love concept, and I was like, this is a brilliant concept. What's the origin story?
Well, you know, I grew up working in restaurants and high school and college. It's how I earn money. And I love the business, man. Like food to me, it just symbolizes love, right?
Yeah.
So like my grandma, she'd make me a pie. It meant she loved me and did that. Or if I spent time in my mom's kitchen making a gumbo.
Right.
You spend all day doing that, right?
Yeah.
But it's more about the time you can spend together, and then it's about cooking for your friends and family, And so I love the food business, and naturally worked in them in college and high school, and I wanted to go into the business. I love the speed. I love the pace. I love the immediate gratification, working with a team, delivering a good product. I like serving people, man. I like working drive-throughs.
Right.
I like it all. And so for me, it was a natural. And back then, this is, I'm dating myself, but back in like the early 90s, things were chicken fingers were getting popular. Before it was all chicken on the bone. So boneless chicken got to be popular. We grew up eating chicken on the bone, and then started seeing these chains, and even mom and pop restaurants were doing chicken strips, chicken nuggets with dipping sauces.
Right.
And it just dawned on me, man. It was like, do one thing and be better at it than anybody else.
Right.
And you'll be successful. So I had this dream in college to start Raising Cane's. And so I actually wrote a business plan in business planning class.
Really?
Yeah, for Raising Cane's. He got the worst grade in the class.
How crazy is that? You got the worst grade in the class, and the only one to probably become a real giant conglomerate.
Yeah, the teacher said, hey, you put together the plan well. I mean, I knew the business. I'd worked in it.
Right.
But he said, hey, your quick service restaurants are adding menu items. They're adding all these healthy salads and all these different things. You should follow your industry.
Right.
And you need to add more menu items. But I use that as fuel. It's what an entrepreneur does.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me I can't do it, I'll prove it to you. I'll show you.
Now your business model is probably the best in the business. You get them to love one item, and you don't have to try to be all things.
You don't want to be all things, all people, man. You want people to come to you for what you do exceptionally well and execute it on a daily basis. Every time they come back, they get that good chicken finger meal from smiling, happy crew members, and they're happy spending money there. And that's worked. Our average unit volume's in the top 2 of all quick service, serving that one product that I've been doing for 28 years. To have to change the menu one bit.
That's such an awesome story. And then we got to talk the name. I mean, I know a lot of people who are familiar with it knows that it's named after your dog, right?
Yeah, named after my dog. Well, to raise money, I took that business plan, went to every bank in town, got turned down by every bank in town. Once again, all those no's told me, I'm going to do this, man. Yeah. I'm going to show you. So I had to raise money myself. So I worked as a boilermaker in refineries in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right out of college?
Right out of college, man. And so I worked in El Segundo, Torrance, all these refineries. And I met a guy named Wild Bill Tolar, no kidding. And he spent his summers working the Alaskan fishing trade on the boats.
Wow.
And so he told me what to do and where to go. And sure enough, I went up to Anchorage, and I caught a plane to King Salmon, Alaska. Then I hitchhiked to Naknek, Alaska. Spent a month camping on the tundra before I got a job on a fishing boat. And spent that summer commercial fishing in Alaska, and raised some good money, man. So I came back to Baton Rouge. I had enough money to get the project started, got a small SBA loan, and reconstructed the mothership, which I'm going to take you by.
Oh, we get to go by the mothership.
Got to take you to the mothership, man. First location opened up in 1996.
96 was the first one?
First one, yes, sir.
That's awesome.
And it's I kept it all the same, just kept it where I can bring in 1,000 managers a year and show them, this is our roots. This is where we started from.
Yeah.
So when I came back and starting the first one, I didn't know what to name it. Thought maybe name it Sockeyes after the fish I fished out in Alaska. Luckily, friends told me that was a terrible name.
Right.
And a friend actually suggested, I said, what should I name it? He said, well, you ought to name it after your dog, Raising Cane, because Cane was out the construction site all the time.
Yeah.
And call it Raising Cane's. We'd call it Cane for short.
Yeah.
And then it stuck, and now I got one of the most famous dogs in the country.
Yeah.
We had first Raising Cane became not only the namesake, it was the mascot.
Yeah.
And we're on the third Raising Cane now, and
awesome.
She's our show dog.
That's it. Keeping the legacy alive. Love it. I love it. And it's because it's such a cool name, because it even just sounds inspirational in itself. I mean, to do something as cool, because obviously this show's called Big Drive, and we're always like that double entendre, because obviously we like to drive big vehicles, and ride big, but then it also is like, what's your big drive in you? What's the big drive energy? What inspires you? So what's Todd Graves' big drive? What keeps you going?
And you know, for me, it's 100% I can do good things for people.
Yeah.
You know, so I have 60,000 crew members. I have a great place to work, and they have great growth opportunities. Like this year alone, we'll do 5,000 internal promotes to management, right?
Yeah,
that started off as a cashier or a fry cook in the back. You know, most people's first job is in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
So
we all work fast food.
Right. And so we all have an opportunity to teach them values, and in a fun way, in a fun environment while they're making money, you know? And so it's a whole thing, like what's good customer service? You know, how do you work hard, but how do we still have fun? How do you be with a company that gives back? I've actually employed over 1 million people to date over all these years. Yeah.
That's amazing.
We have a lot of turnover. We get, kids that want to work, summer, they want to work during the holidays. Yep. And we love that. They come in and out, and I have that touch point for them to learn business done the right way.
That's so cool.
Also too is our restaurants, they do well. And so for me, being able to give back is what's really important to me. And so we've given back over $130 million since we've been in business. We're going to do $30 billion this year alone.
That's beautiful.
And as I get bigger, I can do more and more and more to help people. So for me, look, it sounds funny, but I think God made me good at chicken fingers to help people. And that's what drives me. That's what gets me up every morning.
That's amazing, man, to even have the vision, from college, and it's connected to, your love for your family, and then to be able to create an empire and then still provide for your loved ones and the entire community, and just people drive you, man. We're supposed to be a service to others. You're in the service business, and you're doing that. Is that where the One Love concept comes from? Well,
One Love really means two things. Number one, it means we have one love, quality chicken finger meals, and that's what we do, and it's also the love for people, love for our crew, love for our communities. And that's why the One Love works for me.
That's awesome, man. So is that where also like you said, it's like Baton Rouge is a college town. We're going to the LSU game today. I feel like Raising Cane's also has this like community tailgating type of vibe. Even on the menu, you get to have everything from, you can buy in bulk.
Yeah. I mean, we're set up for tailgating. That's where I learned it here. Yeah. We opened up that first fall, and it's football season. Everybody's like, I need bigger, and I didn't know what I was doing, right? Yeah. So we have our little meals, and they're like, well, we need a lot of food. So I got some tailgate fans. Then it became the most popular tailgate item down in Baton Rouge, which was good for sales. We needed it, and being a part of that. But what's fun is, people go out to the game. They love LSU games. They love Southern games, and then we're part of that experience, right? We got Raising Cane's. They know there's a guy here in town that cares about them and the community, man. It's just really cool. You'll see when we're walking through campuses today, there'll be Cane's everywhere.
I love it. I got to ask you, though, like, what's in that secret sauce, man? What you putting in there that got these people going crazy for the Raising Cane sauce?
You know what? It's quality ingredients to make a craveable sauce, but we make it in-house every day, right? We don't get it made in a factory and pre-made, sent to the restaurants. We actually make it in the restaurants, and that's what makes the difference.
Quality. That's pretty much he's telling me he's not going to tell me all the good stuff in there. Just calls it quality ingredients, fresh quality, but you don't get to know the secret.
Well, you know the old saying, right? If I told you the secret, then of course I'd have to.
And I don't want to die today. Which just is too much of a beautiful day, man. So let's go back to car culture, man. Did you always have love for cars growing up, or?
Man, I did, man. It started off for me bikes, because bikes. When I got my first bike, it was independence, right?
Yeah.
And so I had my bike, I could ride around the neighborhood. Then when I got close enough to be able to drive, a car meant independence. It meant something I could ride around that was cool, and then I could just go. And it motivated me. Now, obviously, my first car was old beat-up pickup truck, right?
Oh, you gotta tell me about it. What kind of pickup truck?
Man, like an old Chevy pickup truck with a big stick shift in the middle. It had the big mud tires for me going out in the mud.
Nice.
Things like that. But it was great though. It was my car.
How old were you when you had your first car?
I was 15. 15, yeah, man. I'd worked and was able to do it. Parents helped me out a little bit, and I was able to put a little money, get an old beat up truck. But it was my independence. I could get around. No one had to drive me, take me. I could go myself.
Yeah.
And then I just always loved this classic cars. Cars that mean something.
Like the classic cars, it feels like it has so much value. Feel like it's substance in the car. I mean, We love the high-end cars and everything of today, but there's nothing like a good old school.
These old classics to me are just special, man. It's something from the past.
Something real up under the hood.
Yeah. And that purr. On cars, you don't get this just good classic purr. I love them. This is this old Caddy here, and I got done. I really wanted a parade car because we were part of the community, so we ride in all these parades. So I wanted something that we could ride around the parade and people know it's the Canes car.
That's like you got the signature Canes red and stuff. Was that something that was always like a concept that really just, it feels like the marketing for Raising Canes is like spot on and so brilliant.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. You know, actually, it came by accident. Actually, renovating the first location, Mothership, I uncovered an old bread mural, and it was done in red with the white lettering, with the black outline, and the yellow highlights. And I took it as a sign. You know, it's like, this will be the Good Canes logo, and it pops. And once again, hadn't been changed for all these years because it just works. And it has a kind of a old car classic look to it as well.
It does. It definitely feels like that. It gives like that 1960s type of vibe when obviously like a lot of these drive-through restaurants were created.
Yep, absolutely. That was the era.
So these are so cool. As we talk about the logo, we drive right by here at the River Center, and you see the Canes logo all over. That's so dope.
Raising Canes River Center. This is our entertainment center. And in the city, I did a sponsorship with it and did the naming rights. It goes into the city's budget, so it's good for the local economy. And I was very proud for it. This is where all our
growing up around here as a kid, and then you like something you created in this massive, the Raising Canes River Center. That has to make you feel like I've accomplished. I've done what I set out to do.
It's really surreal, you know. It's really hard to take in because you get this great amount of pride, and you're just grateful. You're just grateful, and so that's why I want to spend my money in things that help everybody, you know, versus just myself, and to be able to share it. And this River Center is where we have all our great acts come in. Hopefully one day I can talk you into coming and performing here.
Absolutely.
And
count me in.
And when you come over the Mississippi River Bridge, you look and you see Raising Canes River Center. That gives me a lot of pride.
Man, that's so cool. And I mean, even with that, man, you do so much for the community. You're such an example. Who was your example? Who was your mentor? The person that kind of gave you the, you know what, I want to model my company after them, or I want to.
Growing up, I had great teachers that really inspired me, and coaches, and one in particular coach named Clanny Dublishin. He was the track and field coach.
You ran track?
Yeah, I ran track. I was a sprinter.
Oh, nice.
And I just really resonated with him because he cared so much about us, not just as athletes, but as people, and he worked tirelessly to lead us to be good people. And so seeing that and how he influenced my life and my fellow teammates' life made me realize I want to be that way. You know, I want to do that way, and I want to work hard for that. And the restaurant business guy, Andrew Churn, who is with Panda Express, right? He started it. And going around with him to his restaurants, he goes in every restaurant like I do, loves his people and cares. And he didn't just make good then sell it to some private equity firm or that. He's doing it for life because he can help people. And I'm like, you know what? I want to be like him as I get older.
Man, that's so cool. And then so is that all part of the quality and the feel, because it really feels like you care? Was that by design as well?
Well, just for me, it's an expression of me and my family and my crew. So I take it personally. I want people to have a good meal, a food safe meal. I'm feeding people's kids, and so for us to have a good design in the restaurant to make it good. When I advertise, I want to add value. I want it to be entertaining. It's like you care when it's yours. You care, and that makes the difference. In our industry, you have so many of these great founders that start a business, but when it gets a certain amount of big, they sell to private equity, then it becomes more of a money thing, It's like the money's fine and good, and it's not what you make, it's what you can give.
Right.
But it's the pride of doing something well, having a something that you're proud of.
Facts, man, and it's so cool because it comes across, you know what I mean? And a lot of CEOs are the CEO types, as we know. They may have started that way, but they get so big and they, they have to zoom out so they don't get to pay attention to the detail as much. I don't feel that with like.
Man, I got a lot of advice from people that were good business people telling me I should delegate and I got to be out. And the deal is, you don't be so much in the details. I did the exact opposite. My minor obsessive compulsivism keeps me in all the details, but those details are what matters.
It's funny. It sounds like every time somebody gives you a certain advice, you do the opposite, and it works.
Well, you got a gut feeling. I've learned a lot from the people too. I've learned a lot, but the gut feel, people telling me, hey, look, you don't need to be in all the details. You need to add to your menu. You need to do that. When the gut, I know my gut and I know what works, sticking to it. Focus, focus, and execute well.
You guys heard it. Focus, trust your gut, and care about people. That's what it's all about. And speaking of all of those things, I mean, we're here in front of the Raising Cane's River Center, and we got another vehicle we got to jump out.
I got to show you my Cane's Love Bus.
Let's do it. Oh man, we got to see this. The Love Bus.
Cane's Love Bus.
Well, you know I got a lot of kids, Todd. I might need one of these. How many do you see?
All of them.
Let's do it. Wow, man, this is awesome. The Cane's Love Bus. It's like a refurbished, retro, old school bus. You literally love old school. Tell me about why you had to put together a bus.
Well, you know, we have a thing at Cane's called Cane's Love, and that's just respecting, rewarding, recognizing crew members. I actually started a little department of people that are just thinking about that every day. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. For the community.
Yeah, and just for my crew, right?
Yeah,
so this is
the love. So that's for the people who work.
Yeah, work for me. So I just want to make sure we have a department and a group of people thinking about our crew every day. What's new ways we can reward them? Look, they work hard and they're friendly and they're the front lines on our business. So
awesome.
This is just an example. I wanted to get a bus. I wanted something to be able to take to restaurants and put the crew members in it, ride around, have a good time. Maybe it's a little night out on the town, you know, as a reward for being so great. And but you know, you had to do. I didn't want to get some new Sprinter or something like that. I wanted to get a classic old bus, refurbish it, and make it bespoke, make it cool.
I hear it to you. It's purring almost like the Caddy. You're gonna have to let me borrow this. I might have to take the kids around. My kids would go crazy in here.
You can have it anytime you want, man. You can take all the kids out, their friends. You can take them all over town, man. They love it.
You heard it. I'm saying, Todd said that all the cannons can roll in the Raising Cane's Love Bus. So we're going to pull up to the school and pick them all up. I love it, man. So thanks for showing me this, especially in front of the River Center. But I came in front, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm starting to get an appetite. I need some canes. How about we roll to the first Raising Cane?
I got to take you to the mothership. I can't wait to show you.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Big drive energy for real. I definitely can see myself driving this with all the kids in the back, man. This is awesome.
Well, before we get off the Love Bus, you got to hit the horn.
Oh, it's a special horn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Kids, y'all ready? Let's go. Yo, you put a train horn? That's
kids
crazy.
Are gonna love that, huh?
That's awesome. That's dope. That's what it's all about. Work hard, have fun. Big drive. And it's so cool, man. You got the logo on the side of the building of the River Center. Of course, you got like a cool school bus. You like me, you like to be creative with your spins. I mean, like you said, you know, work hard and have fun. What's something that you probably had the most fun with your money with? What's a interesting and unique spend or buy that you put out there?
It's funny you asked. This museum right here, I bought an 85 million year old Triceratops skull.
No way. You bought a
it.
dinosaur?
You see it? You see it in the window right there?
A lot of people have exotic pets. Todd Graves is the only one that got a dinosaur. It's right there. That's crazy.
Isn't that fun?
So what made you say like, I want to buy a dinosaur?
Well, I mean, look, I was a fan of dinosaurs when I was kids, and later on in life, you're like, wait, you can buy a dinosaur? and so I bought it, and I went and talked to the museum and said, hey, can I put it in here? I don't think, you know, rich guys should own things like dinosaurs put in their house. Put it where everybody can see it.
It was a good business move for you as well, because now I'm sure now that it's an attraction.
It's an attraction.
And it probably increased all of the business to the museum.
You know, it did. And the museum's ticket sales went up 4 times.
Wow.
Immediately when we put the Triceratops in there, which gives operating income to the museum. And then look, all these kids get to go see a 85 million year old dinosaur, man. It inspires you to say your life is magical, you know. You can be anything you want to be a paleontologist, be a doctor, be a lawyer, whatever you want to be.
There it is, step your game up. You heard it. All of y'all are buying fancy cars and yachts and planes. You ain't a boss until you got a dinosaur. Your first location, why was that the location? How did you know that was the right spot?
Well, I didn't have much money to get started, and this is an old, dilapidated building, but in a really good spot at LSU. But it had been a lot of concepts that ended up not working out.
Really?
And so the real estate broker who was representing the landlord was like, I believe you'll make this a success, and I believe you'll do it, and we'll lease it to you. And it was great. You know, it was really bad shape. I was able to do the work myself to renovate it, so I saved money. Yeah, you know, it was a labor of love. And every little square inch of that place, I rebuilt myself. Look, I even learned things like plumbing. You know?
Really?
Yeah. And you know, you're supposed to be a licensed plumber to do those things, but they cost money that I didn't have, so
Right.
I learned how to plumb. And then the plumbing's held all these years.
Really? Yeah. See, you got to get in there and put that sweat equity in.
Yeah, man. And it was perfect too, because no one wanted to go in and do that kind of work to open a business, but I did, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it was a great location. And we opened up in August of 1996.
Wow.
The rest was history.
And then, so how did you know when it was like, all right, I got something here, this is a success?
You know, that first fall, we got good business and started to grow. The first month, I made $30.
Really?
$30. But I was thrilled about that $30 because I didn't lose money. It meant I could make payroll. You know,
wow.
I could pay my vendors, I could pay rent.
Yeah.
And at that point I said, nothing's gonna stop me now, because I didn't have much money to not make money.
Right.
And the next month I made a little bit more and a little bit more, and really started to grow it. But you know, I thought it was just a college concept. You know, I thought it was just something that would go good in front of a college campus.
Right.
And, you know, all I wanted was one location, but I enjoyed it so much. There's a dinosaur.
There's the dinosaur.
You know, I really just wanted one location, but I enjoyed it so much, and all of a sudden leading people and teaching them how to be managers, and so I wanted to grow. I grew on the other side of campus and opened another location, and did really well. But what's interesting there was it wasn't just college students coming, it was the traffic flow where there was families coming in, business people coming in. You know, it was like T-ball on Saturday, the games would come in, and on Sunday it'd be, you know, church groups coming in. And so that's when I knew, hey, Raising Cane's is something I can really grow. And that's when I got that fire to grow the business.
Yeah, now it's that. So to go from like, hey, I want to do this one restaurant, because the original business plan was just for the.
Just the the original business plan was just for one location. That's all I wanted. I wanted one cool restaurant where I could make a living out of and work with, you know, college age students. I was their age, and feed college students. But it really, what I liked was just bringing great people in, forming teams, and leading them, and then giving them opportunities. So I knew at that point, if I were to grow, I'd create more opportunities. And then when I grew up in the second one, I enjoyed even more. So I wanted to open more locations. And with each location I started to open, I started realizing these kids that came to work for me, man, I was having an influence over them, you know, teaching them how to work hard, have fun. And then I started making some money. I started giving back to the community, and that felt good.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be known as the brand for craveable chicken finger meals. You know, that's that good chicken.
Yeah.
You know, but I want to be known as having a great crew. You know, friendly crew members, good culture in our business.
Right.
And then active community involvement. I wanted to be known as a company that gives back and is a part of their communities. And that's really guided me, Nick, all these years. You know, I won't get off that vision. So, for example, I'd have opportunities to, you know, franchise with this group and go crazy and blow up and open another 1,000 restaurants or whatever. But when I look at that vision statement, I'm like, they grow too fast. I won't have control, so there won't be a great crew. They won't be treated the way I treat them. they're going to mess up the quality chicken finger part, and then they're not aligned with me to give back to the communities they do. And so every single time, hey,
so much love.
So it was staying with that vision. And then look, nothing ever happens unless somebody follows a vision fanatically.
Right.
If you're not fanatical, nothing ever happens. You got to be fanatical about it, because it's really hard. Really hard to be successful. It's really hard to grow.
And it, but almost 1,000 locations later, man. I think they say like what, Nike's not selling shoes, they're selling like inspiration and drive. And it's like Raising Cane's isn't just selling chicken fingers, it's selling love. You know what I mean? Like that's the message. And even like us, you get love everywhere you go. You seem just like a guy that just walks around with a light and has this positive aura all the time. Is there anything that ever frustrates you as a CEO?
Yeah, I mean, look, I love what I do and I take great pride in it. It's also just a ton of work, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the grind. You have the grind. And
guys like us always got to grind.
Got to grind. We got to grind. It's just in our blood. You know. And for me is I want to be the best at everything we do, right? And so literally, you want to be the best and you're that detail oriented. What I had to learn as a young leader is concentrate more on progress rather than perfection, because I wanted things to be so perfect. So say like a training manual coming out, I would hold up on the training manual to try to have that Cadillac of it. I should have started that Pinto, just keep getting it better. So I had to learn, look, version 1's good, you'll keep getting it better. And it never stops. So you just constantly keep getting it better and better and better. And another thing I had to learn too is just patience, right? Like, it takes people some time to understand your vision and what you want them to do in your business. And so I learned I get frustrated, like they're not picking it up quick enough, but then I realized they're picking it up slower because you're not taking the time to really explain it to them well, take them through it. So I learned to be more patient. As a leader, right? Because,
as I said, it's better to be a leader than a boss. It's better to show them than to tell them.
Absolutely. It's better to be a leader than a boss, and you lead people through their hearts and minds. I was a little different in the restaurant business when I started. When I worked in high school and college in restaurants, it was do this, do that. They didn't play music in the kitchens. It was just not a good environment. And so I opened a restaurant. I wanted to be fun, man. We're going to listen to good music in the kitchen. Everybody wanted to listen to. I had casual uniforms, just a Raising Cane's t-shirt and hat. And it was positive motivational management. It was thank you for taking that trash out. Thanks for coming in for a great shift. Hey, complimenting. Hey, that's good toast on the grill. And you think that a 8-year-old kid would be like, yeah, whatever, good toast. Like, that's good toast. You're like, hey, thanks, Todd. That is good toast. It's that positive, and then you get that positive
reinforcement.
Yeah.
And so it's not about anybody. And you feel that when you go into every Raising Cane's. Like you said, the music is playing, everybody's happy to be there. And, because sometimes fast food businesses get a bad rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just based off of no quality, and then just like even the service isn't always good. So when you get good service, people feel like they're happy to be there. It goes back to, like you said, it feels like people care.
People care. And if you care about your people, they have a good working environment, they're happy, and then your customers feel it. It's not a hard concept. It's just hard to execute because you really got to care, and you got to constantly taking care of your crew, right? Day in, day out. So that's the winning formula. People are like, how do you have such nice Cane's crew members compared to other fast food places where it's not good service? You must pay them a lot more than that. No, it's not about pay. It's about respecting them.
Right.
It's about caring. It's about thanking them and them being a part of something. That's where we win.
Man, that's beautiful, man. And because there's a segment that we do on the show called Karma. And obviously, it's one of those things where most people think about karma as like, reincarnated, or what goes around comes around, but it's really what you put in is what you get out.
100%.
And you can have positive karma, or you got, negative karma. Like, is karma something that you believe in?
I do 100%, man. The world is round, and what you put out is what you get back. And I believe in energies, and I believe there's energies around people. That's why I like being around you, positive and happy and grateful and hardworking and all those good qualities, and that energy is infectious, right? A smile is infectious. And being a leader is hard, man. You'll have times when you're just worn out, but you're like, I'm here to lead, and let's have that good karma. Look, man, like it's not what you make, it's what you give. But giving back means your business is more successful. Then you give back more. It's a beautiful circle.
Yeah. So you have any lessons in that space where like you like a story of some good karma where you did something and it came back to you, you know, tenfold, or maybe even like I said, a lesson where you did something and you're like, karma kicked me in my ass on that one.
You know, starting a business, I really learned about this karma. And so we didn't have much money, but when I had a little bit of money, I would go and let's say support the LSU band, right? And say, here's a little bit, they needed it for something, right? And so in return, when the band had a little money to get food for something or an event, they did the food, and then they went all over telling everybody how great Raising Cane's was.
There it is.
And I did it because I wanted to help out the band, because I like the band and like the kids, right?
Shouts out to the band. LSU band is hot.
But literally, these guys and girls are out there telling everybody you got to go to Cane's and help the business. But that's really
karma right there.
That's karma.
You did it for the right reasons, and they showed love, man. And we went from the old school food truck to the old school caddy to the school bus to the Suburban after school. I'm with it all, man. That's how you do it. So as we get on the interstate, man, we have a lot of fun. Like growing up, I always loved cars so much, and one of the things I love in the car, I would get with my friends, and we'd throw some music on, and we just, even if it was good or bad, we just be bobbing. Some of my friends are really good at it, some of them weren't, and you just get to have like an amazing good time. So it's time for the Freeway Freestyle time. You feel like I'll start it off, you tell me where you want to jump in, you can be my hype man, or we can rock out. Either way, this is the first time we got the Raising Cane's Big Drive Freeway Freestyle. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We riding. What's the name of this freeway right here? The 110?
I-10, baby.
I-10. We ride. Okay. You see what it is? Freeway Freestyle in the old school caddy. My man Todd Graves, aka Todd G.
Todd G.
Rockin'. Dr. Graves. Let's see where we gonna start off as we ride through. We drop it like this for the drive through. It's Raising Cane, Todd Graves, and we say we do this old school for days. We riding in the caddy, two daddies, and when we pull up, they glad we pulling up with the Canes. We got the chicken fingers. We love all the singers. That's our praises for daisies. The Canes. Yeah, we raise it.
Yeah.
Blazing in the red. And you know, we on the feds. Taking it, bouncing and rolling the top. Yo, Todd, what you want to say to him, man?
Well, I got my buddy Nick in town.
Yeah.
And he knows that by singing I can't really get down. But he likes my vehicles.
Yes.
And we're gonna go by their mothership.
Yeah.
Showing them all my vehicles.
Rolling.
And showing them the first Raising Cane's.
We love it.
Spreading the word of love.
Always.
And we're gonna pull for the Tigers today.
Hey! That was amazing, man.
That was terrible.
Bars. Nah, that was crazy.
You gave me no heads up. I could have thought of something before, but
that's the thing. We just got to freestyle off the top. That's so much fun, man.
Man, that's too fun. I love you sprung that on me.
Yeah, we got to. Always got to give them something. They call it the Freeway Freestyle. We get on the interstate and just rock out.
Damn, you're good too.
Good.
You know, I've never done that in my life.
See, there you have it.
Never once. New experiences.
New experiences, baby. We love it.
At the mothership.
There it is, the mothership.
What do you get when you come to Cane's?
Come on, I got it. It's the box combo, no slaw, you know, double toast, and sweet tea.
That's my exact order, except I add a extra sauce. So
yeah.
Box combo, no slaw, extra toast, extra sauce, and a sweet tea.
There it is.
You're a man after my own heart. Hey, can I get 2 box combos, no slaw, extra toast, extra sauce, and 2 sweet teas, please?
Oh, love it.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing? Game day.
Thank you.
Sweet tea, thank you. How's it going today? We're good. We're having fun. Nick and I are just riding around talking about inspiration. Big drive, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a couple straws right now? Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
One love.
One love, big drive.
One love, baby.
It's so cool.
Big drive. I love that you're doing a show that's about, which is cool, the cars, but it's more about what drives you to inspire people that are watching.
Yeah, inspiration, man. That's what it's all about.
Inspiration, and you know what's great is, you won't even know the ripples and the people that have seen it, that'll go for their dreams and do because they got to hear these cool stories.
Yeah. I was saying, it's such a cool story, man. Like, you literally built an empire off of chicken fingers and only wanting one location to almost having 1,000.
We are good. Thank you.
Awesome.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, I think we got to get some for the rest of the crew.
Yeah, we hooked the crew up.
All right, we got some for the crew too.
There it is.
All right. Thank y'all. You too.
Take care. Big drive, one love. And I really gotta thank you for being on the show. Thank you for the hospitality, showing me around the food. And now it's time to go to the game, right?
Let's go watch a game.
In the Raising Cane's Suburban.
Yeah. It's the only way to go, man.
You want me to drive or you driving that?
I think you drive it. We're going down. We're gonna start off the parade to kick off the day, man.
Word?
So you got to drive it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Big drive, baby. We out. I'm driving.
Whoa, that's cool. Do that again. Do it again.
We got a passenger in here.
Hey, Mike.
Mike the Tiger.
Mike, how we gonna do today?
Yeah.
Tigers, right? Uh-huh.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah, Mike. Mike brings it. Doesn't matter if it's 1,000 degrees or it's cold out.
I was about to say, people said I'm hiding this hoodie. Mike got to be hot all the time.
He never complains.
Yeah.
He's always up, man.
There it is. We love it. We love it. That's so cool. Nothing like it.
Hey, Coach. How are you, sir? Good. Yourself? Good to see you. Big game came for the game.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me. This is an awesome experience.
Isn't this a great experience?
So, man, you get to do this every week?
Every single week, it's like this. That's why there's nothing like, well, that's LA, but that's not the real LA. This is the boot LA.
Boom, baby, I love it.
Boot.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, I have no, we can go there and do some, TV show.
Yeah, but it's not like the boot.
Not like the boot.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Feel good in here, too.
Today we learned success don't come from shortcuts. It comes from showing up, putting in that work, and staying loyal to your vision. Todd Graves turned chicken fingers into $1 billion movement. But what he really served up was a masterclass in grind, gratitude, and giving back. He built Cane's with his own 2 hands, from swinging hammers to serving combos, and never lost sight of the crew that helped him get there. That's leadership, and like Todd said, sometimes the world don't believe in your dream. Dreams don't work unless you do. And that's real spiel you can steal right there. I'm Nick Cannon, and this is Big Drive, where hustle meets horsepower. Until next time, keep dreaming big, driving bold, and never letting up off the gas. Holla!